Happy Halloween! Hero! Second stream today. Do I know what we're reacting to? Good question. Yes and no. I thought I knew what we were reacting to, and then I realized we don't have the video to that initial one, so we're pulling it out of our... Just kidding. Plexus, y'all left a comment on one of my videos and said, hey, do you want a top leader? And I said, yes. And so we are repeating somebody. However, they are a top leader of Plexus, and that person has a YouTube channel, and they upload their team trainings, and so y'all saved the day again. So here we are. Plexus, 31 streams in 31 days. Here we are. There are also many children trick-or-treating, and XCal is living his best life. My parents, my sister and I went to get ice cream earlier, which is why we moved the stream time. And we were trying to make sure that we strategically went to get ice cream when there was a lull in trick-or-treaters because XCal. And so as we were taking off slowly to make sure that we were safe around all the children, trick-or-treaters, and also so that we didn't miss giving out candy, there was a horde of children coming, so XCal stops in the driveway, turns the car off, goes inside to get the bowl of candy so that he can give the children candy, and then sees another grouping of children coming, so he goes to meet said grouping of children and their parents to give them more candy, which is great, which is why the first drop of the t-shirts will be XCal's kids, as y'all want. We didn't get any children last year. None. We did not get any children last year. We might have gotten one child or two. So, if you do not get any children, we're not sure where they are. Just realized that was our last. Listen, you can feel free to rewatch the last 31 days. We have lots to cover in November. We got to fix some of the thumbnails. We've got November crafts. I also have to get rid of some of the scarves I made last year. If you love supersized pom-poms and extra long scarves, you may be interested in asking someone you know if they want to buy one of my scarves. So, I'm playing Date Everything and relaxing. What is Date Everything? Oh, have a good evening. Yes, do not feel bad. Oh, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Oh no, it's pouring rain. That sucks. My mom is getting ready for a huge garage sale. Apparently there's a neighborhood garage sale here. My father did not get picked for jury duty. I don't think he's ever been picked, but maybe he has. You're probably not surprised my father's never been picked for jury duty if you know XCal, but let's not hate on the man. Okay, Scully says hello. Scully in a scarf is coming for November, but he may be a few days late. Or they. I'm going to load pictures up. My sister's going to help. My sister does not know this yet, but my sister's going to help me take some pictures. They're going to be more artistic. I'm going to lay them over my arm, and I'm going to give y'all delightful measurements between the back of the neck and to the end of the pom-pom, and wrapped once around. We'll figure out how to take appropriate measurements for y'all. There's also a candy cane striped one as well. So I'll let y'all know. There's gray and there's a gray. I'll show you the colors. And they're long. So you can wrap and, do all the things. We've been purging, I'll just say that. We have sold lots of yarn. I have my sensory yarn, and the ones I'm just trying to get rid of them. You know what I mean? So I can craft in peace and good feelings. On that note, this is not a crafting channel. This is anti-MLM. You can just give full length measurement. Okay. This is anti-MLM. I was like, this is anti-MLM after dark. It's after dark, kind of, but I'm DC. I'm an autistic MLM dropout, and this is the final day of 31 streams in 31 days. There's no title right now, but hopefully there will be a title tomorrow, depending on what we actually react to, but I ran out of time. I was in multi-level marketing from February 2014 to end of April 2022. Sorry, February 2014 to April 2022. I feel like I'm getting my numbers mixed up, but first, multi-level marketing company, Mary Kay Cosmetics. Second, multi-level marketing company, Young Living. Other multi-level marketing companies that I tried, Prove It Ketones and Monate. No, my hair didn't fall out, but I do have a lot of hair to fall out, so yes, I might have forgotten to brush my hair again. Oh well. I mean, I can change the title to anything the chat bullies me into. Chat, feel free to name the stream. Jessica, Feel free to name the stream anything that doesn't get me demonetized. Chat, go with God. Yes, we do have very Halloween. And honestly, the drop cloth makes the twinkle lights extra twinkle lighty, right? I feel. There we go. What? We're having issues. That's okay. This is the last day of this cup. We'll pull it out next year. By wheel, I mean, I might secretly pull it out, but it makes it more fun to use. This is the 3rd year we've used it. But we do love a good non-EMF rated cup frequency that is all rows of the dishwasher safe frequency. If you don't know that reference, Frequency is a multi-level marketing company and they have EMF. Is it EMF? Whatever that product is that protects you from all of the rays of all the things. Yeah, Frequency has a cup that's rated for all that, but it's only top row of dishwasher safe. But it's the same size as this cup. And I don't know if you've ever done the dishes before, but whoever has a top row of their dishwasher this tall. Let me grab my my tape measure. This is 10.5 inches. Y'all have a top row of your dishwasher that's 10.5 inches? I'm sorry, 10.5 inches? Hello? Maybe you do. It's a bigger row than I have. And also, Frequency, I wouldn't say they're the snootiest MLM of all time, but they don't even give you a Sterling, oh my God, Rise and Bomb Party have rotted my brain. They don't even give you a stainless steel straw to go with your EMF cup. They give you a plastic straw and a plastic lid. What's the point? Also, I'm so sorry. I was excited to go live and I forgot captions. So I will put captions on the stream tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Lizzie, I thought, as I looked out of the corner of my eye, I thought you said, "Hi, everyone. I just got back from liquor treating." And I said, "What kind of adult event is that?" And then I realized you got back from trick or treating. And I was like, oh, got it. On that note, if y'all want to lick the stream, go for it. Tori, hello. Elsbeth, did your bracelet come in the mail? Oh, yay. I was so far behind. Yay. I hope I put the hair tie one in your bag because you got one of the more delicate bracelets. I know that one wasn't as much fun as the glass beaded or the other one, so I tried to beef it up. So I hope that's fun. Hello! Happy Halloween! Happy out and abouting. Hello to Sparrow and Griffin, and hope your fam bam is having fun Halloweening. Okay, bye! Yours hasn't? Let me check on the... It does have insurance on it, so send me an email. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to tell XCal to change his username to Papa XCal. So, we can only hope. We can only hope. Hello, Al. All right. Leaderboard. That's what we should call the top tier of multi-level marketing pyramid, the leaderboard. Also, we're getting back to Monation's top 50 in all of Monate. We're going to get back to them in November. Okay. Yeah, just send me a campsite email, cuz that's the best way to I'm going through my email via this email site that's unsubscribing from all of my emails. I'm not going to say how many emails I have, but it's helping me. Here is a campsite. Yay! I love that, Elizabeth. Okay. Here we go. And y'all are the ones that sent me this via YouTube video comment section asking if I wanted a top leader in Plexus. And I was like, heck yeah. And then sent it to me via campsite, which I was absolutely stoked about. And then history.
We can like plant roots, you know, and just like.
Her name's Jordan. Doesn't have a huge following on YouTube. That doesn't mean anything in terms of top leader in a multi-level marketing company or not. There are some people, this isn't a direct comparison, but it is just it's like not a, it doesn't prove my point in Plexus specifically, but it is, what does it prove my point? You don't have to have a big social media presence you don't have to have a big social media presence to be a big earner or a big recruiter in multi-level marketing. For example, in Young Living, there are several Royal Crown Diamonds, which are the top of this triangular prism scheme that I'm showing in a 2D representation via my fingers, who don't have any social media presence except for their picture on a Facebook page, and they are doing $6.5 million. Sorry, 6.5 million PV a month. So 6.5 OG organizational volume. OGV, organizational group volume. No, whatever it's called, a month, and they have no social media presence. It's just that door to door, baby. So, oh, Mberry made it home. Yep, Mberry made it home. Yes, Mberry made it home. Also, if you have a membership milestone, or if it's your birthday, or if you have a wedding anniversary, or if you have something good to share, let us know, and we have a dancing ghost or a good soundbite for you. If you have a high or low to share, feel free to share it in the live chat, which is over here for me. We do that. It's not toxic positivity. It's just, we just do it because you can be having a shitty mental health and a lot of times you can share a high, which doesn't have to be positive. It can just be, whatever's a little bit off of whatever your mental health is stuck to the bathroom floor of your life right now, and you can share low, which sometimes it's just your bestie hanging out with you on the bottom of your bathroom floor. I'll go first for an example. My high was going to the ice cream shop with my fam bam tonight. My low was sorting through all of my yarn today and realizing my desire to attempt to like acrylic yarn. And I do like, there are a few that I'm okay with. There's one brand I'm okay with. And then realizing how much I cannot, my sensory stuff just cannot reconcile my limitations with it, and realizing past the return date of said acrylic yarn, how much I need to remember this feeling of sickness, that I should never buy acrylic yarn ever again, with the exception of my Santa hats. Also, if you've never seen the Santa hats that XCal and I wear during December, those are the good Santa hats. So, I know, I'm like, oh my god, but the Santa hats feel so good. No, I mean, the little fuzzy parts stay on the head, and then the other parts I don't ever touch, so that's my problem. I think, oh my god, I can wear acrylic. And then it's like, no, 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 you cannot. Which is why I have cotton, and I have that whatever else I used to make the scarves out of. And that's how I trick myself. And that's my low. So we are hopefully rehoming it to somebody else tomorrow at the garage sale. And I told my mother, whatever you need to do to rehome it, as they say in the Rise TikTok shops now, whatever you need to do to rehome it, rehome it. And if not, we will donate it to Goodwill. And they're in separate little, whatever, the gauze bags, not gauze. You know those? They're not gauze bags. Anyways, I put my yarn in there so that they don't get tangled up. They're all separated, so they're not going to get tangled up. So I hope that that is a plus for whoever's going to buy that yarn tomorrow. They may want to buy the whole tub, and I don't care. And I don't want the money. I just want it to go to a good home. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Heather. Oh, cool, Heather. Oh, cute. We dressed up a pumpkin today at work, and I added your candy corn bracelet collection to his arms, and we won Best Pumpkin. Oh my god. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yay! They discontinued Michael's Woolite yarn. It's my favorite, and I have a lot. But I hate that it's not made anymore. It's so soft. Oh no! Yeah, Coco. Taking the kids trick-or-treating and how excited they were. Low, my costume's wig was so itchy. Oh no, Mila! Oh good. Health insurance, MRIs. I'm glad you're able to get that. It's permanent blocking. Mm-hmm. There is this fuzzy one that comes in these cakes. They're like they have like hairs on them. That is soft. I make I'll show y'all the scarves. Those ones for sure are soft, which is why I thought acrylic. No. Yeah, I have some alpaca wool combo. Baby alpaca wool. I don't know what it is, but I haven't bought a ton of it. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna block it and see what I think. I have cotton and I have cotton right now. I have alpaca. I have alpaca and I have cotton right now. And I have a little bit of alpaca wool combo and we'll see what happens. You get to enjoy a Saturday off? Let's go. Yeah, I got into a really bad mood because the acrylic, because I was touching it to like sort it and yeah. Muslin. Oh, I also like there's another one I like. I have to remember what it is. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, they do. People want that velvet yarn. Whatever it's called. Not me, but other people do. Uh-oh, Nick. Bit your tongue badly? Oh no. Baby alpaca is super soft. Trick-or-treated with my 3 kids and my husband with some friends. My skin is so dry and itchy with the lower humidity in the south now. Yeah. Oh my god, how did I miss this? Thank you. Our last little heart hands for the year? Oh no, this is gonna make me sad. This makes me sad every time.
I love you.
Oh. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Okay. We've got Jordan. All right. Jordan, Plexus. We've done Plexus this month. We've done a couple repeats. I thought I was going to be able to do 31 different MLMs. We've done a lot. I'm not going to be super disappointed in the falling short of the hope that we could do 31 different MLMs, but that's okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very, very, very grateful. Also, I love you. I love your cats. 31 streams in 31 days. It flew by. It flew by, and it also was like, holy moly. It was good. And I think because we were streaming with members, I hope y'all had fun this month too, because I feel like we did a lot of streams with members this month too, and I hope that y'all felt you got a lot of content as well this month. So, yeah. Okay. We have this, and this, and this. This is Jordan, right here, in the corner. As we watch this, we'll also... This looks like a delightful stream of Rank Up, Make It Happen. 44 minutes. Meet Plexus 2025. I don't know why this one looks like we already watched it. But I don't think I already watched it. Which is odd. Urgency Ruby coaching with Andrea Derrick. I'd rather watch something that Jordan has done. She looks like her team shows up to these streams. Slight Edge, Chapter 1, and Pods. She's got a bunch of trainings. The pillars of this business. She's got some things from a year or 2 years ago. And then I did look up her on Vimeo. I don't see her stuff on Vimeo. I did go to her Facebook. She has some posts that are long. Are we surprised? No, that's okay. So I think we should look at the most recent one or the one from 3 months ago, and y'all can pick because I am unprepared. Michaela, I got to go trick-or-treating with my boyfriend's family and got to drink apple cider, so I'm really happy. Yay! Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I hope that you had more fun than everybody else at work. They probably had less fun. Dressing up's awesome. Don't let that detour you next year. Mila. Oh my God, thank you. Everyone's being naughty in the chat. Listen, we're gonna have crafting fun in November, okay? Thank you so much. Nobody, y'all stop it. Thank you. Thank you for making me smile a lot this month. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna play more heart hands, okay? Just so we can get it. We can save up enough for next year.
I love you.
You know what we should do in December? We should have our kazoos be red and green for December. Okay. We have so much we have to do in November. Crafty November coming in hot. I'm telling y'all. November's gonna be the best. It's not as good as October, but it's a good filler month. All right. I think personal growth journey comp plan attached. Hold on. Is it attached in the bottom or like there's no description? I mean, it might be interesting to learn about the comp plan. This is also how much PowerPoint roasting do we get to do? Not a ton of PowerPoint roasting. I'm like, how much PowerPoint roasting do we get to do? The document earlier wasn't great. Is this a power hour? I'm like, no. I feel that my first instinct was correct and we should do this one. And I'm the dictator of my channel,
But
so
mostly I was
let's do that. Okay? Okay. Oh my god. We're gonna be able to bedazzle. Okay. Number 1. Okay, I can't do it now. November crafting, alright? Right now, let's get destroyed by Plexus. If you don't know what Plexus is, it's a supplement multi-level marketing company. Multi-level marketing is the way that commissions are paid up to the person above, meaning the person up here, where my index fingers are connected, below the index person is a level below, then a level below, then a level below, and depending on what company you're in, depends on how far below the index people get paid. So in Young Living, you get paid 6 levels down in one section of how you get paid, and then you get paid on total volume of your ecosystem. And in other companies, like Body, whenever they were a multi-level marketing company, you got paid by groupings with your strong and your weak leg. So 2-to-1 ratio or 3-to-1 ratio. And if you didn't match up those ratios, your commissions would expire. So Autumn Calabrese can complain all she wants in defense of Carl Deichler, but I mean, maybe she should go read the policies and procedures, because I don't know. This isn't about Body, and I'm not gonna get distracted. Okay. We ready? Is my echoing off? We're good? We're good. Oh! Arrow! Parent tax has dropped over here. We love a tax. Xcal calls it daddy tax when we were children, because we could not open things. So we learned how to open things not as fast as we should have. So he called it daddy tax, and we were very disgruntled about how the tax system worked in our house growing up. All right, here we go. Top earner, Plexus, Jordan.
but mostly I was just scared. I like resisted.
Why do they freaking start the recording mid-talk? Because they're afraid what they say at the very beginning of the Zoom call. You know how much shit we've heard when we've snuck in early? So much. Tony Zalecki, we're looking at you. We're looking at you.
technology, so I just didn't get it because I was scared. And here we are. We're Diamond, and we made it through, and we now have a computer, and we're hosting Zooms. That's why you cannot find any of my Zooms that I did or recorded, or hosted before we went Diamond, because I recorded none of them because I was scared. I was scared of technology. We're going to talk about that actually here in a minute.
Have you heard posting them to the cloud? Who did this? Oh, you can't see. I'm going back. I'm going back. I know. I'm going back. Just hold on. I'm new here. We were saying thank you. I got it. We're going back.
But mostly I was just scared.
I'm not going to look at the chat.
I resisted technology, so I just didn't get it because I was scared. And here we are. We're Diamond, and we made it through, and we now have a computer, and we're hosting.
Who did this? If y'all were on the Bravenly, the It Works, what was even her name? The other It Works leader who ditched It Works to go to Bravenly the other day. Not Ashley Mayfield. The Canadian lady. The number one Canadian It Works earner who left It Works to go. Like, we just learned about her because of y'all. We also have an Enagic lady. Oh my god. Oh! Wait. If I don't ask this now, then I'm never gonna remember at the end of the stream. Let me know. Can I ask y'all a mac and cheese question before we continue? If I can't, I understand completely. You know how y'all know that these questions truly are questions of my soul? They have nothing to do with the live stream. Wouldn't it be so much more plausible that they would just be for engagement if they would be so seamless and worked in to the commentary and to like the flow of whatever kind of script I would have, if the questions would just be worked in perfectly to the rank up to get to Cancun something or other for Jordan Roddenberry? No, right? I wouldn't be asking about macaroni and cheese. Although I desperately want to ask y'all a question. So please let me know. I'm about to look up what lady ditched It Works. YouTube Studio. Content. Processing abandoned. Jackie Deering. Okay. Do you know the Muffin Man? No. Do you know the Okay, I'll give you a picture. Craft. These cups. Don't do this. Save image as. No. Save image as. Downloads. Okay, leave me alone. These are the cups I'm referring to, just so that we're all on the same page, okay? Essentially these ones. If you've ever made macaroni and cheese in the microwave, or other cups, and it tells you to fill up the water to a specific line, and then it says, fill up the water, stir, put it in the microwave for 3.5 minutes, and then boil it, or whatever, press start. Would you not think that you could leave it in the microwave on go without having it flow over? I've never, in all of the years that I have attempted to eat things in this individual container, that at least one time I've made them, it would have not boiled over. So here's my question, and it is going to be a poll, and I'm so sorry, but I have to know. I have to know. Okay. Oh, God. No? Here we go. If you eat individual... Oh, no, not a Q&A. There's no point to a Q&A. If you've eaten individual mac and cheese, individual serving cup Kraft mac and cheese, did it boil over in microwave? I have to put it in a big soup bowl, and it still boils over. And I will tell you this. If I was the person doing the R&D for said product, I would be on that team, and I would say, this doesn't work, team. This doesn't work. This does not work. And they would go, but it makes the mac and cheese so that you can make it in the microwave. And I would say to the team, but the children making said mac and cheese are boiling said mac and cheese. The boiling water is boiling over into the microwave. The oatmeal boils over too. Honestly, in November, can we just have at least one time a week where we just rage about food? Because how do you get to be a $1 billion food organization and you're like, yep, oatmeal, boil over, Kraft mac and cheese, boil over. I eat oatmeal a couple of times a week in the individual containers, and it's like, all right, looks pretty good. A volcano is erupting, and yep, overflowing. Oh my God, Jessica, I don't even want to see it. It is a low spoon food. It's a low spoon food. I'm not, Jessica? Wait, for y'all saying no, how do y'all get it to not boil over in the microwave? How are y'all... I like oatmeal straight from the packet. Okay. I've tried overnight oats. The texture, I, for some reason, can't do. I have tried I messed up on making the oatmeal, and I did the hot water, and I was stirring it, and I was like, this doesn't look like the right texture. But I had mixed up the instructions for the ramen kit. You know that little tub of ramen noodles in the cup? You can put the hot water in that, and it does it. And I was like, great. How come they can't make a Kraft mac and cheese tub like that, where I wouldn't boil it over in the microwave? That'd be great. Cool. stop in between, okay, good point. But if I was supposed to stop in between, you have to stop twice in between. Because I've stopped halfway and it boils over again at 1 minute. If I'm supposed to stop, why isn't there an instruction that says stop at the 2-minute mark, stop at the 1-minute mark? I will. Now that I know that I have to, that's fine. But if someone's first trying a product and they don't know to do that, you've got boiled over water. It boils over whether it's in the little cup. It boils over whether it's in my big soup cup, too. I'm just saying in terms of following directions exactly as they are on the side of the cup. The R&D person, the graphic design person, why are the instructions? Like, when is the last time the CEO of Kraft Mac and Cheese eating Kraft Mac and Cheese and following the directions on the label and saying, and not just asking his assistant to make it and the assistant making sure that it doesn't boil over, or having the chef prepare the Kraft Mac and Cheese, by making the individual noodles, or having the individual noodles flown over fresh from Italy, and then making fresh whatever, and then putting it in a little plate that looks like Kraft Mac and Cheese, and the CEO going, "Oh my God, this tastes incredible. Of course our box mac and cheese tastes better than anyone's on the market." Well, no shit, dude. Like, okay, that's not what comes out of your box. And I know the individual containers taste different than what's in the box. I get it. I'm just saying. If the rules are different, if the instructions are different, then just tell us how to do it exactly. That's all. The overnight oats, the texture is a little bit not. I've tried it. Like, even oatmeal, I have to eat it. Like, I will burn my mouth on it to make sure that I eat it all before it has cooled down, which is fine because I know it's healthy. I mean, it's a low spoon food, and if I'm not going to eat, I have to eat, the cost for the amount of food I have to eat, it is worth it, if that makes sense. You had it, but who? Probably need to lower power levels to 50%. How do you even do that? But why wouldn't it say it on the package to lower power levels to 50%? I understand. All of y'all are like, well, of course you need to lower power levels to 50%. Okay, this isn't Star Trek. Let's say I am supposed to do that, okay? The first time I put the macaroni and cheese in there, it's a guessing game, right? Some people's microwaves are probably not as strong as other people's microwaves, right? So that's probably why they don't have it on the container. It is one frustrating experience, though, if it's a guessing game and you're going to sacrifice one bowl of mac and cheese, one container of mac and cheese to an overflowed microwave. I guess y'all are still going to eat the mac and cheese once it's overflowed, and that little powdery stuff. I don't even know what the powdery stuff is. Is it just so that the noodles don't stick together? Is it so that the noodles speed up in their cook time? I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm not gonna let your sensible suggestions get in the way of my rant. I don't know. Technical writing is an art for sure. Yeah, like, shouldn't the people who went to school for research and development know all this stuff and be expert at it when they get hired by a billion-dollar corporation who makes food for people who eat for a majority of people who, I don't know, for a huge chunk of people who eat it? To be fair, in Star Trek, Picard still has to say hot when he orders his tea. Giggle Trig. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. I still have this freaking picture up. Sorry. Anyways, that's what I wanted. I just It's not fun. I decided there are some things in this world that are unreasonably complicated for what they are. Individual mac and cheese are in the top 3 of the list. Especially, let's say that you have those individual mac and cheeses. I just said mac and cheese, like Coles de Sac. It's Coles de Sac, right? Whatever. Okay, are we saying the individual macs and cheese? Are we saying those individual containers are for adults or for children? I would say I eat them because they're low spoon foods. But in general, are they made for adults or for children? Aren't they Coles de Sac? Like multiple? Cul-de-sac. There's just cul-de-sac? They're not cul-de-sac? Plural is Coles. Coles de Sac. Right? Coles. Right? Yes? Or no? Like so the houses, here, the houses, when they're built, they're gonna be on a street, but when they're built in a U shape or like a circular shape, we call it a cul-de-sac. But when there's multiple of them, we say, oh my God, I'm embarrassing myself right now. I'm gonna take a drink of my tea. I also know that I say things in a very bad twang sometime. So I know everyone who speaks more languages is like, what are you saying? What is the person from Texas saying right now? We need it. Oh, it's closed at one end and is rounded. Okay. Oh, the S is silent. Okay. We obviously, I don't even want to tell y'all what we say. Hello. Okay. Cul-de-sacs are both accepted? Okay. Got it. That's true, David. That is true. It's still up, isn't it? What do you do on your stream? Well, I have a picture of mac and cheese on it. Yep. Okay, back to Plexus. I say we make the stream Plexus versus mac and cheese. How about that? Let's vote on that. Should we name the stream Plexus and mac and cheese? Oh, Plexus versus mac and cheese. Let's end this. We live in a cul-de-sac. My favorite is Attorneys General. Elizabeth's. Love that. Let me hear your favorite multiples of something. What about Murders of Crow? Or is it Murder of Crows? No, it's Murders of Crow, correct? No? Would it be Murders of Crow? Pink Drink versus mac and cheese? Ooh, love that. Would it be Murders of Crow? What do you do on your streams? Talk about sex. You're not wrong. Sacks of shit. Correct. Murder of Crows? That's true. What about multiples? Multiple groups of crows. Multiple murders. No? My AI says it's cul-de-sacs because it's a French word. Murder of crows? I thought it was murders of crows. Like, murders of crow would be multiple groups of crows. Let's go. Murders of crows. Okay. Crows to sack. Y'all? I can hear my sub count go down as we speak. I can feel it. I think that's a serial killer at that point. Okay. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Here we go. Oh my God, this R. I don't know who did this. The K and the R? Remember the other night when we were doing that Bravenly stream when we redid that logo or that Christmas cup and how the M was doing all that work? This whatever this is, this R leg would not be doing any of the work at all.
Zooms. That's why you cannot find any of my Zooms that I did or recorded, like, or hosted before we went diamond, because I recorded none of them because I was scared. I was scared of technology. We're going to talk about that actually here in a minute. That's actually our very first thing we're going to talk about. But I wanted to remind y'all really fast about what we have going on, because I don't know about y'all, but I always need these reminders, always. So
Double credits on enrollments. Free shipping for 3 months. Double BBBs. Personal volume times 0.2 equals BBB. Example, for an initial order with 108 PV, the enrollment sponsor will earn a triple B of $21.60. Wow. 108 PV times 0.2 equals $21.60, $40-ish per new VIP. What? Okay. Maybe math was the wrong time to do this on Halloween. Ma'am, the gray on the orange number 1, wrong color combo. Also, we can't see it. Jordan, we can't see this. The Fast Start program, we know what that says, right? Senior gold fly-in. Got it.
Just an FYI, I'm trying to move this out of the way. I don't know if it's in the way for y'all, but it is for me. We have double credits right now on all of your enrollments. I don't care how many you have. I have enrolled 0. I have been working. I have enrolled 0. Hopefully that gives you some peace because I am working and I will add 6 by the end of the month. Because we're going to talk about this later in the call, but that is
Michaela.
how this business works, you guys. We work and we work and we plant the seeds and we wait for the fruit to come, and the fruit's coming. So I don't know where your ads are. Maybe you've already added 12 Taylor Sweely, but if you haven't and you're like me, just know we have double credits. It's worth it. Don't stop. Don't get discouraged. I was talking with my mom the other day, and she was like, Jordan, I've only added 2. I was like, oh, that's good because that's 2 more than I have added. And she was like, oh, okay, that's actually really encouraging. It's like, great. I'm glad that I could help. So,
What?
the other thing is free shipping. And you guys, not only this
Oh,
month,
sorry,
but they have free
Taylor
shipping this month,
Sweetie.
next month, and the next month. So that is something you can go offer them. That is close to a $30 savings. So if you talk to them about saving $30 on their first 3 orders, like that's a big deal to me. That's a big deal. And if you have another way that you're phrasing that or marketing that and having a lot of success, like unmute and tell us or drop it in the chat. Just interrupt me. I would love to know how y'all are marketing that. And then we have double BBBs. If y'all don't know what that is, that's okay. Just know it's a part of the way you get paid. And that's the bonus you get when you sign somebody with not a welcome pack. When you sign somebody for the very first time and they get a 100 PV order, you typically make about $20. So right now you make 40. $40 for signing 1 pack, you guys. That's a lot of money. Think about the things that you can spend $40 on. That's a whole pedicure.
Actually, it's not, because have you ever heard of taxes, Jordan? Oh, I sounded like an asshole just then. I sounded just like that. I sounded just like that bomb party lady the other day. That contemptuous, like. Actually, it's not. Have you ever heard of taxes, Jordan? Oh my god. Woof. Do they earn Alexis because it rhymes with plexus? Barbara, if they don't, they missed out on a marketing moment of a lifetime. Wow. Big booty burger. Oh my god. They missed out. Why wouldn't they call it? That's true. Why wouldn't they call it a double? Why wouldn't they just say BB? Double BBs. Like, that's weird. MLM rep, taxes, never heard of her. Oh my god. This is getting old. I'm gonna put this on my pedal. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, team. Presentation video. Then I'm gonna put this on me. Then I'm gonna put this on open. No. Multi-action. Then I'm gonna do open, which is gonna be Chrome. And then it's gonna be oh god. Key. Let's see if that works. We can only try. Oh, that's wrong. Because all of this is in Chrome. Let's put this in Safari. Okay. Let's try that. And we'll just put... Please hold. Sorry.
The way you get paid. And that's the bonus you get.
All right. Let's just try that. Oh, dear God.
When you sign somebody with not a welcome pack, when you sign somebody for the very first time.
Okay. I almost got it. I need a multi-action switch. I always forget which one I need. Open. Then I need hotkey, space. Then I need open. Safari. Then I need hotkey. All right. Let's just try that. And then let's... Okay. 12 million hours later, let's go. Okay. All right.
And they get a 100 PV order, you typically make about 20 bucks. So right now you make 40. 40 bucks for signing one pack, you guys. That's a lot of money. Think about the things that you can spend $40 on. That's a whole pedicure. That's a whole tank of gas for me. Like, that's a big deal.
Yes. Let's go. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I wonder if she's forgetting about, like, I wonder how much an order of 108 PV is for a kit or whatever. We'll have to look at it in a second.
So, helping not only you do that, but can you imagine your customer that's like, yeah, sure, I'll sign my husband because I want to make 40 bucks back on my order. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I'll sign my husband because I'll make 40 bucks back. That's a big deal. Are you? Jordan. I was like, this isn't going to be that big of a deal. And then Jordan said it. How many minutes in are we? 2 minutes and 41 seconds. There it is. 40 bucks. Bet she doesn't tip that well. I mean, what is she saving for taxes? Oh. just pull up. Let me just do that over here. Interesting. Plexus, I guess, didn't get the, I guess they didn't get their, kit. Um, Everything you need to share Plexus products and master your day and business with ease. Weight loss toolkit. Oh, they have educational videos for you. Sorry, I was trying to see if they had the other stuff. Okay, my apologies. We'll just continue on. You know what would be interesting? If they actually made these videos where it would cut off, if they would just size them. I messed up my sizing earlier. If they just designed these like this, and they could put everything else away from, I mean, just bear with me because this is a screenshot, but they could put everything else to the side and then they could come on and off screen and not have to worry about the people on the side ruining their graphics, and then they could put the freaking calendar and they could put the graphics and then they could whatever, and we wouldn't have to strain to read what the hell graphics they had coming up on the screen. Would that not be a game changer? What do we know? Maybe they're trying to train our brains for something. My God, get off my screen. Oh, dear God. All right, here we go.
So just make sure you're talking about these things often, you guys. Sometimes we get these become normal to us. They become they're not new, they're not fancy. But like these are a big deal. So we need to be talking about those. And then I added a whole list over here because y'all, we have so much good going on. We have next day pay. We have our leaders retreat contest going on. We have the senior gold fly-in program. Who wants to go on the senior gold fly-in program? The program where you get sent to corporate and you get to go hang out there, have training with other girls that just went senior
You
gold.
know
Like to
what?
me, I wish we would. I'm jelly. I'm like major jelly. I wish I could go on that trip.
I'm
And
just
so
gonna
and
be
I
down
know
here.
a lot of you guys probably are in the same boat. We didn't have access to that. Why did that go to page 36 for the love of all things holy? Okay, everyone close your eyes. I have no idea why that did that. Just close your eyes. Don't even look. Don't even look. These aren't even right sides.
Oh my god.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to this slide. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. Personal growth journey with a comp plan attached. This is
Oh
so
god.
interesting because I heard, anybody ever heard this? Put like a me in the chat if you have heard this before. I want to see our chat actually. So,
Oh, do you?
okay, personal growth journey with a comp plan attached. I heard this early on in my journey and I was like, what in the crap are you talking about? I gotta go sign some people. Like personal growth journey. What do you mean? I want to tell y'all a quick story. Y'all see this? This is not like the best. It's kind of a fuzzy picture, but it's on purpose. This picture is purposeful. So y'all see that cliff behind me and Haley and Jordan? Y'all see that cliff? It doesn't look massive in this picture, but to me that was a death cliff. Okay, that thing was 1,000
I mean, it looks like it's deteriorating, so I don't know if I'd climb up it, but continue on.
tall, and people were falling to their death that were jumping off of this cliff. And I am terrified of heights, something y'all may or may not know. I'm really, even when I go over like an overpass, I look down if I'm not driving. And if I am driving, I look straight forward and I'm not looking to the left and right because I will get sick. Very scared of heights. So I saw this cliff and I saw these people jumping off of it. And they were like, come on, Jordan, let's go. And I was like, what? You want me to jump off a cliff? Are you joking? But I was trying to be cool, you know. I'm a leader. I can do scary things. And so I finally was like, okay,
What about
I'll jump off this cliff
boundaries?
with y'all. And you guys, I was terrified. In no world ever, if I was not doing plexus and I was not surrounded with girls that I knew were looking up to me, were expectant of me to do scary things,
Huh?
no world would I have ever done this. None.
What about boundaries? So you're just training people to follow the leader without saying, hey, I actually don't want to do that. No thanks. Whoever wants to do it can do it, but I'm not going to do it. Hello? It'd be easy to. Oh, Holly, burn. It'd be easier to see if it wasn't desaturated and covered in text. What a graphic design burn. I feel so happy right now. They need to resize the PowerPoint. You're not wrong. They've literally cut off this friend's head because, well, I'm covering part of it, but Taylor Sweely's covering this other girl for sure. Also, this is available to watch on YouTube, so anybody bringing up any other kind of frustration about this being shown on my channel for commentary purposes and education and all that other good stuff, get wrecked.
But because I was with them and they were not only cheering me on, but they were telling me, you need to go do a scary thing, I jumped off the cliff. I did. I jumped off the cliff and Haley Jenkins was at the bottom going, you can do this. You can do this. And I share that with y'all because this really does stretch us. It stretches us to get uncomfortable. It stretches us to
Oh, I need a
learn new
blocker.
things, to learn people. And I can tell y'all with like major confidence, I am a different person now than I was before I started this. Before I started this, I was self-conscious. I wanted everyone to see me in a certain way, and this has taught me that I'm enough. That he made me enough. I'm enough. I can just show up as me, and I am enough. I don't have to hide my weird things. In fact, the more me I am, the more people will relate to me. That is what this has taught me. And that is something I had to grow. I am a better listener. I'm a better listener for my husband. I'm a better listener for people. And I understand people better because I've now done the work to understand how people think and how they're motivated and what makes them nervous, what fear actually is. And I was sitting in a conversation earlier this week, and old Jordan would have been sitting in the conversation probably angry, like, why is this person saying this? Why? I don't understand. Or I would just walked away because I was like, this is dumb. But 2025 Jordan, who has worked on herself, who has done leadership development, who has grown,
Eric
she
Worre
understood
follows
that
her.
hurt people. And this was just a person that needed to talk through something. And maybe I could ask some questions to help them through whatever they're going through. And so I want to encourage you guys that if you are not, even if you are seeing the points you want to in your virtual office, we have got to keep growing yourself, keep growing how you handle things, keep growing
I'm adding her
your
to my
leadership
list.
capabilities, keep growing, keep learning. Personal growth should be a massive part of your daily activities, because this is truly a personal growth journey with a comp plan attached. And
Oh
so if
my
you have
God.
grown, if y'all have an example of how this has grown you and you have seen your paycheck grow because of that, if you want to unmute.
It's a personal growth journey with a comp plan attached. No thanks. So I have a question. How come there's so many people in any other business where they're able to make money and they get to be like, I don't know, some of the worst human beings on the planet? They don't. That's probably not the right logic here. You don't have to continually lose money, not make any money, or go into debt in multi-level marketing, continually believing in Jordan or any other top pyramid performer, continually believing that you are on a personal growth journey, continually believing that you're someday realizing or not realizing that 99% of people lose before you realize it's not a personal growth journey with a comp plan attached, because it's not. You don't have to sacrifice your family or your family's financial well-being or your financial well-being to somehow hope that there's some type of financial relief in a system that's broken, because this is fuckery. And if you're in Plexus and you're like, oh my God, this isn't fuckery, I believe in this. I don't know what to tell you. Listening isn't going to ruin your mindset. Negative thoughts isn't going to ruin your mindset. Asking questions isn't going to ruin your mindset. You can listen here and go ask questions to your upline. I will say this. If your upline starts getting frustrated with you, that's a little red flag for you. Good leaders can stand up to questions. And if you think Jordan's a good leader, she can stand up to questions. If Plexus is a good company, they can stand up to questions and scrutiny, and so can Jordan. If you're not on Jordan's team, ask your upline. Ask your crossline sisters. And this isn't me like, oh my God, this is secretly me trying to stir the pot. That's a generally accepted rule. Good leaders, good businesses, good whatever can stand up to scrutiny. And for all the time that you've kind of bought into this idea that toxic, anything other than positive thinking is going to ruin you, that's just uncharacteristically, I don't know, that's not the right word. It's false. Okay? And I believed it for too long. It's much more refreshing on the outside of that thinking. Your brain gets to breathe a little bit easier when you can just take a chill pill and ask questions and take a full breath instead of just being too scared to breathe. Rest and days off apply to your inner life too. Personal growth program with a pyramid attached. David, yes. I don't want to have massive personal growth every day. That seems like a way to burn out super fast. Yeah, and it's interesting that the top leaders want you to have massive personal growth every day, because if not, then the leaders won't have all of y'all's money going into their bank account every month. Because my question is, where do you think the commission from y'all's purchases is going? Oh, but they work really hard training us. So when they train you, what do you think their training is supposed to get you? You're supposed to be learning how to sell so you can make money. Oh, but they said I have to lose a certain amount of time before I start winning. That if I don't have the personal growth, that I can't bear the burden of wealth. That's fuckery. If people with good character can't bear the burden of wealth, why don't you look at the people who are super rich and tell me why those people are allowed to carry the burden of wealth? And how some of the people with the best character and the most beautiful hearts have no money. That's just my question. I don't think that there's a correlation at all with personal growth and how much money you have as a person. I think they're separate, in my opinion. You can disagree with me, but all the time that these top leaders in MLM are conning you or convincing you to continue to stay in MLM, it's because they are getting commission off of your purchases monthly. And your purchases are connected to their bank accounts and to their volume. And their volume is what keeps them or helps them rank up. Oh, cute. We love a mini cheese ball. We love that.
And share that. I would love to hear that. And I'll just pause for a second, and anybody has something they want to share. Great. Not, we'll move on. But I would love to hear from y'all.
Taylor, unmute. Taylor, unmute. Taylor, unmute. We know you want to. Taylor, unmute.
Sorry, I was like frantically moving away from my kitchen dinner table because we're eating dinner. But I have grown a ton too, like through this journey, but not in just ways that not in ways that I thought I would like have. That isn't the typical business like mindset growth for me. It's actually like one of the biggest things that growing in this business has done.
Elizabeth,
has like
be safe.
made me a better friend, like a better communicator. Like I can have those harder conversations with like my friends that I would just like let boil up or just like let settle because I was too afraid of like confrontation. And now I feel like I'm like, no, because like I've had to have those really tough conversations in this business. And I've seen how like on the other side of it, it helped everybody on all fronts. You know what I mean? Even if sometimes the outcome isn't like what I wanted it to be, it still has helped everybody. And so I've been able to take that into like my relationships, my marriage, I almost said my wedding, my marriage, my friendships. And I think that is such a special part of it that like I definitely I know for certain that I would not have like gained that skill in any other role because I've been in other like leadership type roles in teaching and stuff like that. And I never gained that like skill. So that's something really special that I'm like, even if it went away, like if Plexus went away tomorrow, I would be like so proud that I like learned that skill through this. So yeah.
Therapy.
Yeah. No, I love that. Anybody else have one?
Taylor? Taylor?
I have one
Go.
I could share. So for me, I think that I have always lived like a really busy life, and I always felt like I would give a lot to people, and then a lot of the times at the end of the day, I would feel anger because I felt like I didn't give myself what I needed, or I didn't feel appreciated for the things that I did. And I think through this journey with Plexus and just like growing in life through this, like learning the things, being around the people, and really digging into like what I actually wanted, it allowed me to not only continue to show up for the people in my life better, but also be able to find that space for myself and be able to go to bed at the end of the night not feeling ran down, even though I feel like and I think the products 100% help with that, right? But even though I feel like my life has gotten more busy since I started this,
We've
I will
only
say
added
that
like 3 kids each since, so no
yeah,
big deal.
I think that like it has allowed me um more opportunity to figure out how to still fill my cup while I'm also serving other people. And I think part of that comes from just a clear understanding of what I actually wanted. And so instead of feeling frustration because I wasn't getting what I felt like I needed or deserved, it allowed me to be better with boundaries of what I did want people to do
Good. I'm
and
glad
be
you're
able
going
to
in.
ask for help and just communicate more clearly of
Keep
what
us
it
updated,
actually
okay?
was that I was going for, so that in the end of the day, I would feel more fulfilled.
Do you have someone to
So
go
for
with
me, I
you?
think that has been huge in just how I show up in life and in my relationships in general.
Yeah. And this is what I'm going to tell y'all to Marissa's point is like, y'all, if you are somebody who is resisting like dreaming, you don't even know how to dream. You're just so busy. All you can focus on is today, tomorrow, right? But you haven't dreamed. You're resisting dreaming. You're resisting getting on creating a vision board because you think it's silly. If you are resisting relationships, if you don't know how to have these deep, meaningful relationships, there's so many things that this is going to teach you if you just give into the process. And I go back to a lot of the reason that I had a hard time with okay, go. Yep. A lot of the reason I had a hard time.
Okay, well, keep us updated. Keep us updated in Discord if you're still at the ER, if we end the stream before you end up getting out after the stream ends, okay? Yeah, but keep us updated and, keep chatting in the chat if you still feel good enough to chat, okay? I'm glad your insurance told you to go in.
Some of these things was I didn't want to get hurt, so building deep relationships with people was really difficult for me because I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want people to like leave my team. I didn't want people to like hurt me. But what I found was that if I didn't let people in, then I would never grow. I would never grow here. I would never grow my points. And if I wanted to grow my points, I had to give in to this scary thing, which was creating relationships, letting people in. And what that has allowed me to do is now I host a Bible study here in a brand new town, and I'm creating these deep relationships with people, whether they join my team or not. It's flowed over into me serving my church, me serving our youth group kids, me being a better daughter, wife, mom. And so, anyway, I share all that because I don't know what you're resisting. I don't know what, but you know. Only you know. And so, whatever that thing is, if you're like, oh, I've got to work on being an optimist, I'm such a pessimist, and I know that flows into my team. Great, go work on being an optimist. All of these are muscles that we get to go shift. So anyway, that
Work on being an optimist? I would say I'm not. Don't take any advice from me. I think instead of don't take any advice from me, I would consider talking with somebody who's trained, and I will share my experience of something that was meaningful to me that I heard. I am not an optimist, and I don't think that any of y'all would be surprised to hear that after being around me streaming for more than a day. I was very. I really was. What's the right word? Or right series of words? I really liked hearing when I was in outpatient the idea of extending yourself or showing yourself compassion instead of having to be optimistic or having to be happy or having to be optimistic or having to whatever, or like showing yourself compassion, or even being self-confident, or being, I guess that was being self-confident. And I guess in my mind it was being optimistic about myself or being optimistic about the future or being confident about the future. It's kind of in that like sphere of feelings for me. But again, as I said earlier before I started speaking, talk to a professional about feelings. Don't listen to me. I would be I would never ever ever again listen to somebody who makes a commission off of my financial purchases, like in multi-level marketing. And they were the ones keeping me in a subscription system. They were the ones listening to my deep emotional private or conversations about things, because it can get twisty fast. And in these type of conversations in MLM, they do get twisty fast, and you feel, because they're recruiting their friends, their family, their warm leads, their warm leads that have become warm because they, in my opinion, fake friendships. They play warm leads like they are gonna become friendships. And I'd just be cautious. I would be cautious because they're trying to say, choose to be optimistic, choose to see the world through a lens of optimism, choose to see this opportunity of multi-level marketing about what's happening with you losing money, of you not recruiting anyone, of your team losing money, of your team not recruiting anyone, and look at everything through a lens of optimism, ignoring what's going on. And it is okay to say, in my opinion, hey, let's look at the factors. Oh my God, all of these things do look really bad. Does that mean I'm a really bad person? No, I think I have inherent value. I can be compassionate towards myself. Can I also say, like, I shouldn't have lied to that person about the opportunity, or I shouldn't have continually told that person to stay in? You can have two things can be true at the same time, but it's twisty for her to say, like, optimism at the expense of all. Heck no. That's why toxic positivity is pretty dangerous. Those rose-colored fucking glasses are super dangerous. I mean, if you're an optimistic person, great, but don't choose optimism at the expense of facts. And this PowerPoint slide, this Canva slide, God. I had to make a deck. I'm not going to even try to read the slides anymore. Are you hungry for it? Can you see it? No, we can't because you didn't size your slide correctly to make room for everything else. Oh, I guess you can see taste it. I'm covering it. There you go. Taste it. Sorry, that was my bad. Sorry, Jordan.
Not we weren't going to spend a ton of time on that, but I just wanted to start with that because I think it's just so important. And I don't know, Leanne, if you're on this call, I can't see, but if you are, Leanne, if you will drop a me in the chat so I can see that you are on here. But Leanne this week, I asked in she had added 5 people in one weekend, and she was like, and a week before she was like, I don't think I can do this. I'm gonna quit. I'm sharing this because I think you're okay with me sharing this because you're kind of baller that you.
I didn't ask beforehand, but I'm just going to share it because it's really good for my presentation. But I hope you're okay with it. I'm going to share it even though I didn't ask for consent. And it's really good for you, so you better be okay with it. And I'm going to keep going. And I'm not going to wait. But I'm going to keep going. Jordan?
5 in a week or in a weekend. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna quit. I'm not good at this." So and so, a family member maybe doesn't like what she's doing or whatever it is. Anybody ever had that? Like you had a day where you're like, "I'm just gonna quit. I'm done." Well, she was done. She was ready to be done. And then all of a sudden, I got all these emails that she signed 5 people, and I was like, "Oh, okay. What did you do different?" And this is what she said in the chat. She said, "I had to make a decision. And I decided that I was just going to stop sucking at this and I was going to be good at it. And that I didn't
Oh,
care what other people thought. That's what she
Jordan.
said. And so I'm going to tell you guys that if you are wanting to rank up in your business, one, think about what we just talked about. What are you resisting? What are you resisting? How do you need to grow to become the leader worthy of the business that you are wanting? But the next piece of this is you have to decide that that's what you want to do. Why do you want to do it? What is it going to make you feel? Can you taste it? Like, and I say taste it because you guys, when I had an Emerald Countdown up on my fridge for so long, and I could taste it, I could see it, I could smell the leather in that new Lexus with the little booty warmers that I just so wanted to have, and I could.
Is Plexus the car? Hold on. Is Plexus the official? Hold on. Is Plexus? Is Lexus? Oh, dang it. No, Lexus is not the official car of Plexus, but it is the brand of car offered through the Plexus Lexus program. A specific incentive for top-ranking ambassadors. Independent ambassadors who reach a certain pay rank can receive a monthly bonus to lease or purchase a new or qualified certified pre-owned Lexus. Or choose a cash lifestyle bonus instead. Y'all called it. Y'all fucking called it. Oh, see the first slide. You were right. I didn't even read. Y'all know how much I read. I was like, I for once, my auditory was like, what? I wasn't looking. I was distracted by the really bad colors, okay? My eyes were bleeding. Yes. And no shade to the optimistic people at all. I'm an optimistic person, but I also understand that bad things do happen. Yeah, and I think like a good practice for me has been high and low. I think for sure a good practice for me has been high and low because I can look for things that aren't doom and gloom, and also looking at things and framing it as not a negative, but to balance out the, what didn't go well, what went well, or what do I think didn't go well? And again, when I was in the outpatient, because in PHP it was a high and low, and then when in outpatient it was 3 highs, a low, and a gratitude. There was something else, but I don't remember. But that's one thing that I think has benefited me is the looking at things through that lens a little bit. So, because I wouldn't say I'm in my feels a lot, and sometimes that's not the optimism, if that makes sense. It was behind their faces. Oh, got it.
Feel it. I could see walking out on that stage with that diamond in my hand. It made me nervous. It made me nauseous. It made me feel scared and excited. Can you see it? And like, are you hungry for it? Because when we are faced with a choice of like, is this something I want to do today? I don't. You're always going to choose the easy way out. You are always going to choose the way out that feels simpler, that feels like it takes less time, that feels easier. We are wired to take the easy way out. And the only way to not do that is if we decide not to.
Boom!
So, have you made
Hero!
the decision that you are committed to whatever it takes to reaching your next rank? Have you committed? Have you decided? She did. And I think she's 3 orders away from her next rank. So baller. And if you can't, you guys, that's a really good time to message your sponsor and be like, I can't see it. I can't taste it. Help me. But I'm about to help you see it. Okay. I'm about to help you see it. But you've got to go create the energy around it. So I want to talk about some of the like nuts and bolts of ranking up. I actually love this stuff. I love.
Oh. So Jordan is that diamond. I wonder what is diamond the very top rank at? Top rank plexus. I just want to make sure that I am. Diamond is the top rank. Oh, you have a primary leg and. Is this a stair-step breakaway? I'm not sure. I'll have to read more. God, I hate this. I gotta get those Duplos.
Crunching the numbers. And if
Jordan? Make a plan? We can't read the plan. Jordan?
don't, you get to learn to love it tonight. All right. So hang with me. But if you
I like how gold
if
is
y'all
orange.
didn't already know this, these are our ranks, and these are how many points for each rank. Okay. So I want y'all to go ahead and drop in the comments. What is the next rank you are working on? Drop in the comments. I want to see what is the next rank you are working on. And I actually don't want you to say.
I'd like you to drop in the comments. Just kidding. Why did we do this PowerPoint presentation like this? Like, what? How does this make sense? Like, okay, you're trying to communicate silver. Silver's the rank. Senior silver's the rank. Gold is the rank. 18 it is the points. Why is points over silver? Why is points so big? It should be ranks, then points, the number of orders to achieve both of those. You're trying to communicate something to people who don't have the vision to achieve something, and she's not doing. I don't like MLM. From a graphic designer perspective, this doesn't communicate. Like, how do all of these numbers from, I'm not a teacher, okay? Y'all know that. How does all of these being all over the United States, I'm sorry, the Grand Canyon, in every color under the sun, help someone understand this. Help anyone understand this. Orders could be up here. Then 3, 9, 18, 46, 100, 150, 34. These could all be aligned left. Then 18, 50, 100, 250, 500, 750, 1500, 3045 could be aligned right. There could be an arrow. 18 points is 3 orders. 50 points is 9 orders. 100 points is 18 orders. This is one of the worst PowerPoints I have ever seen. Aside from the one my professor made with white text on a white background. Coconuts? What? Stop. Oh, Elizabeth, it communicates lack of professionalism and a coherent message. True, you're not wrong. You know what? I stand corrected. They have too many ranks and not enough colors. You know what? I stand corrected by everyone in the live chat. Gold is fake gold and senior gold is actually the real gold. You know what? I'm resigning and David, Coconuts, Elizabeth's... I'm sorry. Yes, I stand corrected. Elizabeth's, Coconuts, and David are taking ownership of the channel. Jessica is going to be head mod, and I quit. I'll be what is it called? Remote correspondent for graphic design advice only, except not PowerPoint recommendations. 8 months. Let's go. Happy Halloween. Moving on up. I don't think I can get the ghost out in time.
Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Thank you so much. 8 months, 1 month till a fully formed baby snark. Holy mother forking shirt balls. Thank you. It was literally the worst PowerPoint ever. I couldn't read a damn thing. The worst part is the class was science of sustainable living and the PowerPoint was really important for finals. Stop. No ER. Thank God. The paramedics came out and said an ER trip would waste my time. Did they help you? Well, I'm glad they came out. You know what? Wait a second. Should we... Wait. Do we have...
Is this? Wait. But we need a different... We need a little flame. We need a little flame microphone. It's like HELL reporting live from. No. I don't know what my correspondent name should be. Oh, polite demon lawyer reporting live from the pits of hell with. I don't know how you would say that. HE hockey stick. We have a live PowerPoint presentation running amok in the land of multi-level marketing fuckery with Plexus. I don't even know how to do this. Oh my god. I can't even keep a straight face right now. This is awful. I can't even, we don't even have a phone, we just have this, and we just need a little flame, like a little fire, just put on the end of it. Oh my god. We used to do Polite Demon Lawyer when we used to read, lawsuits. I guess Polite Demon Lawyer could be, being a correspondent on all this shit. I don't even have I need a cell phone. And to probably be like overcharging my client on my cell phone. I don't even have a good microphone. I wonder if I can get a good, I could get a briefcase cell phone, but probably not for a good price. Oh, good, Elizabeth. I need to get a good, intro because I don't have one.
Okay, we have a new character, but this is good because I'll have a way to process through this. After the first week of November, we're adding Polite Demon Lawyer as a correspondent for graphic design fuckery, and y'all won't be ready. I mean, y'all will be ready, but I'm ready for it. Okay. Jordan, we're not ready for you though.
I want you to say, I am whatever it is. I am emerald. I am silver. Whatever it is, okay?
I
I'm gonna
am
check the chat right
anti-MLM.
now. See. Gold. Yep. Okay. Ooh, love. Oh, love. Ooh! Okay. So this is what we're working with. And you get 6 points per order, per level 1 order that's 100 PV or more. And you get 5 for levels 2s and 3s. So what I did was I just did some simple math on these. I just did, 3 orders at 6, which is 18 points. 18 points.
I'm finding it out right now.
And then I did 9 orders. It's about 9 orders to get 6 points on each to get to senior silver. Y'all tracking? Okay. And then 18 orders, I did 5.5. And here's why. I want to tell y'all some of the nerdy stuff because y'all are business owners and we're not coddling people here. We want to teach you to be business owners, and here's the stuff. So you get 6 points for a level 1 order, right? And you get 5 points for a level 2 order. We're building something here, okay? We're not just going to create a customer base of 5,000 and never duplicate down levels 2s and 3s and 4s. That is the beauty of our business, is we get paid virtually the same amount on levels 2s and 3s. So why wouldn't we go pour into those? So what I did on senior gold and ruby, I did an average. So I did either a 5.5, meaning half the orders are coming from level 1s, half the orders are coming from level 2s. And then as I got down to emerald, sapphire, diamond, I did either 5 or 4.5. Because tell me why. Somebody tell me why I would do 1,000 times 4.5 on a diamond. Why would I assume that there's the average number, the average points per order is 4.5? Someone tell me why. Marissa's like, I know, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to tell you.
Because of duplication, and your team is growing and your downline and your levels 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6, 7s.
Yeah. So as you guys grow organizations, your average order is not going to be 6 points because they're not all yours. They're your teammates too. And so as you get to diamond, it is very typical to have an average of about 4.5 per order. Anywhere from 4 to 5 for truly. So actually probably closer to 3 to 5 because
Oh my God. Okay, I'm reading this to you at the end of this. Listen, if you have to leave, I understand, but when you come on the replay tomorrow, rewind it back to this point because I'm gonna read this at the end of her PowerPoint presentation, which isn't gonna be at the end of the live stream, but I am gonna read it in Polite Demon Lawyer, and I'm so excited about it. Oh my God. Okay, continue.
you're getting less points the lower you go. So anyway, fun little fact for y'all tonight. And then you have your bonuses, which is the fun stuff. It's the money. That's the fun money. And if you are in fast start, if you're in your fast start window, that means if you are new, all of these bonuses will be doubled. So fun for you. Yeah, way fun. And so I'm sharing all of this because you cannot know where you're going unless you know where you are. And I was actually very guilty of this when I hit Emerald. I hit Emerald and then I didn't look at the next rank. I hadn't been looking at it. I hadn't been picturing it. I hadn't seen it. I hadn't thought about the orders. I hadn't thought about the person and the leader I needed to be a Sapphire ambassador. I
I'm
hadn't really
tired of
thought
this,
about it. I hadn't
Grandpa.
thought about the systems that need to be in place. I hadn't thought about it.
I do have something for us though right now. Right, meow.
Also, this PowerPoint presentation sucks.
Also, this PowerPoint presentation sucks. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Clove oil for tooth pain. Play.
By the time we hit Emerald, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to take a minute for me. I'm going to rest a little bit. That was a hard climb. And I realized quickly that that was dumb. I was like, okay, because I hadn't seen it. And you guys, I heard a podcast one time and it was
Which one?
so good. And I wish I knew which one it was, but it was like, give yourself a day to celebrate or give yourself a day to complain. If you, whatever it is, like give yourself a day, but don't give yourself more than a day. You've got to move on. You've got to move forward. You've got to see the next thing. You've got to start on the next goal. You've got to, whatever it is. And I have really kept that close to me, because there is just something. My coach in college would always tell us to be even keel. He's like, the highs can be good, but they don't have to be so high that you're just like exhausted. And your lows can hurt, but they don't have to be so low that it takes you out for a month. So try and stay here. Let it be a little high, a little hard, and then just keep going. And that has always stuck with me. So, this is a big part of this, okay? If you are going for a rank up, first off, if you are going for a rank up higher than probably senior gold, and you don't have teammates that are wanting to rank up, I want to not caution you.
What are we looking at? Do you want to caution us on graphic design PowerPoint presentation tips? What is happening? I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. we'll start here. What are we doing? You were so close, EJ. What? Like, let's line stuff up, but let's not. I don't. This is the worst font. This is the worst font on Canva. It is the Comic Sans of Canva, and I will die on that hill. I also do not know how I am selecting this font right now. That's not fair. It's not the worst font on Canva. I mean, there's Comic Sans on Canva. Yeah, let's not I mean, did the paramedics give you any advice on taking Tylenol or ibuprofen or anything like that? I'm not sure if the paramedics gave you any advice or if you can call the if you I don't wanna I wanna make sure we're giving Elizabeth the right directing Elizabeth to medical professionals first and then I don't know. What are we at in this? Oh my god. We're speeding you up.
You, but I want to tell you that I actually decide on my rank up months based on who I have running, not the opposite way. So what I like to do is I'm like, okay, Tracy, you going gold? Okay, great. Morgan, you're going gold too? Okay, great. Emily, is it Ruby Month? Okay, great. And I'm like, wow, I've got 3 girls that are ready to run. How can I support them? And what's cool about that is like, okay, maybe we need a challenge we all need to invite to. So your brain starts getting creative. Do y'all see how this works? You're like, oh my gosh, if so-and-so needs this, so-and-so needs this, and so-and-so needs this, then I'm going to go run it because whatever I can do to support their goals is just going to help me. So I'm going to go pour into serving them. Don't stop working on your own level ones, but you'll hear what I'm saying is like, go get creative inside of your business and figure out what does your team need? How can I go support them? So when I'm looking at a rank up month, I'm like, who on my team has goals? Whether it is a re-rank goal, whether it is an ad goal, maybe it's a leaders retreat point goal, maybe it is an actual rank up goal. What are their goals and how can I go support them? I would love to hear from you guys. What is something
I don't know how it works with 24-hour dentists if they're on call. If they're on call, people are able to give you advice in terms of what you can take until you can go in and see them, like over the counter wise. But maybe that would be a tip or like a first place to start, or at least a second place to start since the paramedics came out.
your sponsor has done to really support you as you went for a goal at one point or another. I would love to hear from y'all. I can tell y'all one of my sponsors, she's really good at spreadsheets, like really good. And so whenever I would go for a rank up, she wasn't
Oh,
the
for
one in the
sure.
chat. She wasn't, helping me with what to
For
post,
sure,
but she would
Natasha.
send me, hey, here's a list of people who have that have 0 PV. Maybe you could go,
Mm.
maybe we could get some of these back. And she would send me a list. And that
Do you, Elizabeth, do you have any rice and a sock? Like dry rice and a sock? Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's interesting that Jordan's saying, oh, I do my rank ups depending on who's running, which is interesting that she has to wait for other people to decide when she's going to rank up. Depending on if warm is going to feel better or if cold is going to feel better. Sock in ice or like a sock in rice. Swapping 20 minutes, swapping both to but until the dentist can help you, that is gonna. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. Yeah, I bet they hurt. I'm sorry.
So helpful for me, right? So tell me one way that your sponsor, maybe I just want two of y'all to tell me one way that your sponsor has helped you in a rank up month.
I'll go. Haley Ross is extremely good at leading this way. Just a tangible way that she's very helpful every time I've had a rank up is she gets in my back office and she's like, hey, these people, their credit cards have declined. These people haven't ordered this month. And so she just really like double checks things that I haven't looked at.
Oh
And
my God, that's
or these people only
wild.
have a partial PV. So she runs a lot of reports for me, sends me a lot of lists of names of people to reach out to. And then she always offers me a discount code.
Have you also tried box breathing, Elizabeth? Have you added that to your other things that you've worked on? I mean, have you added? I know you probably have. I'm just trying to brainstorm. I'm also know that solutions may be a thing on the table. I'm also I'm concerned about you and I'm sorry that you're in pain. So if that's also what you need right now, I'm sorry that you're in pain right now. For sure. I'm sorry you're in pain. I know my parents always like, have you offered just good, I'm sorry you're in pain. I'm like, oh, I forgot that part. I'm like, okay. But I do care. I like helping. And they're like, well, sometimes people just want to hear that you care. I'm like, but I do care. That's why I'm trying to help. So sorry.
To just to
Yeah.
sweeten the deal for someone.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Yeah, love that. What else? And maybe it's not a report. Maybe it has nothing to do with numbers or people. How else might a sponsor help you in a rank up month like that?
I'll talk.
Yes.
You're my sponsor, Jordan. And there's been a couple of times that you knew I was getting close and you have offered to work with me. You came to a little event that I had. You drove all the way out here to Glen Rose, Texas for an event. And then most recently, you talked about doing a Zoom with some of our girls that need to work a little bit, give them some suggestions and messaging and that kind of stuff. Just spending your time, giving some of your time back to your level ones to help them achieve what they need to achieve.
Love all of that. And I do that because somebody did it for me. And so that's what I love about this business, you guys, is somebody served me and helped me and I get to pass that baton and then you get to pass it. And it's it really is like, I was in a training with, oh my gosh, I can see his face. He is a famous psychologist. What's his name? Somebody knows his name. Dr. Henry Cloud. Thank you. And he basically said, y'all, network marketing is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. He said, I'm a Christian and this is a service industry. Like when you serve people better and better, you make more money. He said, that is rare. And this industry is really cool for that. And I was like, oh, okay, love you for that. Thank you. Needed to hear that. And so anyway, you guys, there's so many ways you can serve your team. You can make them a countdown, shout them out. If they're having a bad day, tell them to go suck it up and go get to work. Like there's so many things you can go do to help encourage your girls. And so don't get bogged down by all of that and all the fuzzy stuff. Just help them get to work.
Okay. You know what? I'm calling a whatever it's called on the field. Flag on the field. We're dunsies. Not trying to say that October's over, but October's over. I know I'm like, but I want to do the whole thing. No, we don't. We do not. Okay. Jordan's on our list of people to keep an eye on. So are all the other people we've covered this month. We have covered so many new MLMs, some that just launched in the United States in September or July. We've covered Frequence. We've covered some that we've covered before. We've covered some that we haven't covered in a hot minute. And this is officially 31 streams. In 31 days, I don't know if we've done 31 streams with members as well, but I've done a lot of streams this month. I've had a lot of fun this month. I've had a lot of fun doing projects with members this month. All of the tea that's come out this month has been wild, with Sunny, with Rise, with Bomb Party, with Make Wellness, and them doing $100 million in 11 months, with the rep quitting on the 125 trip in Hawaii, with all of the reps from It Works quitting to go to Bravenly, with Kelsey Ray being Kelsey Ray. Oh my God. I feels like it's been a little bit of a tea-filled October. Oh yeah, with Rise dumping the bath bomb portion of their business to go to boxes only. And network marketing is the opposite of cool. That's the TLDR of October, thanks to Natasha. Yes, thanks to Natasha and Dr. Cloud. Network marketing is the opposite of cool. That's what we need to know. That's what we'll remember for November. If you want to come back and join us in November, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe so my channel doesn't get lost in the ether of the hugeness of YouTube. You can lick the stream to support the channel, and I appreciate the support that y'all have already showed me. Thank y'all. I am very grateful, and thank you for saying that. It makes me feel good, Coco. I'm probably going to get some rest, although we are going to stream tomorrow, even if it's just short, because it's Becca's birthday. I don't know what we're going to stream, but I think we are going to craft. I'm not sure what we're going to craft, but it's not going to be a mentally stimulating live stream of like taking down multi-level marketing. We're going to color, or we're going to bedazzle, or we're going to do something. So, oh wait, I was supposed to do, was I supposed to do Polite Demon Lawyer? Oh no, I don't want to lie. Hold on. Bring up large portion simulation. Okay, I'll read it, but it's not exactly done, okay?
I'm doing this because I promised I'd read it and I don't really like lying that much, okay? Alright. Good evening, I'm Polite Demon Lawyer, legal correspondent for HELL. I'm reporting live from what authorities are calling a brutal PowerPoint presentation homicide. Witnesses describe the scene as unspeakable, with Comic Sans scattered across every slide and clip art bodies strewn in unlicensed proportions. Investigators believe the presentation died sometime around slide 47, right after the 8th transition sound effect. Sources confirm the suspect, an over-ambitious, multi-level marketing independent contractor gallivanting as a graphic designer, was last seen muttering something about making it pop. We'll bring you updates as soon as we can piece together what's left of the formatting.
Now listen, I'll get better as I go, because certainly Marge and Fred didn't get their stride at the very beginning, and obviously I was borrowing this from Baby Snark, so as soon as I get something more on brand for down there, I'm sure it'll be better, but thank you. I appreciate the support. November is, we'll get more characters as we go. I'm glad I didn't lie to y'all. I am gonna get some sleep. And, y'all been awesome. Good crowd. It wouldn't have been the same without y'all. This would not be fun without the live chat. Truly. So. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Don't forget to take your meds. And, hydrate. And I'll see you in November. Wait, what? Is it November yet? Oh, never mind. See you later today. Bye.